Hi everyone, and welcome back to Brahmaloka Tarot. I'm Lauren, and today's pick a card reading is very timely for the 7-7 portal that's coming up. It's titled Unlock Your Intuitive Freedom. So before we dive in and before we look at your cards together, let's center together with the breath. You will inhale through the nose for 6 seconds, hold at the top for 3 seconds, and then release through the mouth for 9 seconds. 639 is another important frequency. 639 hertz. You may even want to start listening to that. It's very specific and very timely. Okay, so let's do it right now. Exhale everything from your lungs. Okay, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold at the top. 1, 2, 3. And then exhale through the mouth. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have here 3 piles in front of us. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. So let's take a look at your significator cards and your crystals selected for your reading. Pile number 1, this is the element for your reading, iodine. And that is with this Lapis Lazuli stone crystal. Pile number 2, this is your element, XENON. And that's with this Citrine crystal pyramid. Pile number 3, this is your element with chlorine. And that is with this Selenite crystal wand. Okay, if you need a little bit more time, then go ahead and pause the video right now and just go for the one that is the most curious one to you, the one that drew in your attention right at the get-go. That's usually your intuition, you know, stepping in and saying that's the one for you. And then once you've chosen your pile or piles, go down to the description box or the pinned comment in the comment section, and there you will find the timestamps for your reading. So let's see what fresh freedom this 7-7 portal is opening for you. I'll see you in your separate readings. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. This is in regards to the 7-7 portal. It's titled Unlock Your Intuitive Freedom, because there's a lot of astrological events happening, and this is going to be a really, really big breakthrough for you in July. So pile number 1, this is your significator card with iodine. So they're all elements, if you could tell from the beginning. And I'll just read the little blip on the back here. I'm not going to read all the other stuff, but this is the information regarding iodine and the table of elements. So it says, discovered in 1811 in France, iodine evaporates into a beautiful violet vapor when heated. There's a torch under the plate in this photo. So you see that? Iodine and iodine solutions were used as disinfectants before better antiseptic agents were found. I'll put that off to the side here, and we have this beautiful Lapis Lazuli crystal stone. I'll put that off to the side as well. I have channeled messages for each and every pile, so I'll start with the channeled messages, and then we'll jump into, oh my goodness, I did this again. I'll jump into your oracle cards, which are prepared here. Okay, and then we'll get some tarot cards as well to begin with, and then we'll end with some tarot cards at the end of your reading. So pile number 1, what is it that the 7-7 portal is going to share with you? What insights are you going to receive during this portal? It says, for pile 1, leading up to the 7-7 portal, it may seem as if you cannot hear your own inner compass, your inner guidance. But on the 7-7 portal, you will find the distractions lifting and your inner guidance system will be loud and clear, nourishing yourself, your growth, your spirituality. There's a thinning of the veil between the physical and the spiritual. And you're taking more of an interest in learning new skills, feeling as if your vitality is returning to you. New hope and opportunities to release criticism and aligning yourself to topics and interests that you love and that serves you and humanity. Difficult times are over. That's really amazing. The 7-7 portal is an auspicious time, full of good luck, good fortune, soul alignment, and peace. I see a house, a move, a transition from one place to another, starting over in some cases. And then I saw an oak tree and a pine tree, and stability and strength. Your awareness is expanding. You are growing. Okay? So this tea leaf actually flew out from the bottom here, so we're going to get that as well. But in the meantime, we've got a couple of this is from an oracle deck that is, what is it called? Tarot of the Heart or something like that. And it's not a full tarot deck. It has some chakra cards. It has some other cards in it. It has it has the major arcana and I think most of the minor arcana. But yeah, let's see what you've got here. You've got Rebuild with the number 16. That is the Tower card. You got the Tower. In this card, though, it's really nice because if you can see, there's an angel that's holding her hands at her heart center, and there's this violet color, speaking of the iodine violet color, that's burning violet at her heart. And then you see like a couple of lightning bolts that are hitting the foundation of her structure here, and she has all these triangles at the bottom of her foundation. So and then there's a bright sun in the upper right hand corner. So this is actually very positive in understanding. Yeah, this is very positive. So let's keep going here. We've got the moving on with the number 8. This is the 8 of Cups. So there's a man walking on the beach right by the water, like the sand and the water where they meet. And he's just walking past the beach. You can see his footsteps there, and he's walking away. So there's something that you're rebuilding. There's something that you're walking away from. There's something that was not fulfilling you in the way that you wished, and you're going to have a lot of opportunities really from moving on. Okay, let's see here. We've got the Star, number 17, the Star. And is there anything else that wanted to come through? Let's see if we've got one more that needs to come through for us. 3 of them. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, a fresh start. Anything is possible. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles. You guys have, you have a lot that's going to happen for the 7-7 portal. Really good energy coming through. So like you have infinite potential. The Star is like anything that you choose to focus on now, you will be able to build. You will be able to bring that energy into your life. And the 9 of Pentacles is having full confidence, being able to build something and having a lot of pride and accomplishment, like something that you've accomplished and physically brought into manifestation in your life. So that's really nice to see, right? We will look at your other cards here. We've got multiple cards. Let's see. We've got Yesod and it says Foundation, the number 9, Birth Cycles and Intuition. This is from the Tree of Life Oracle, and I can take a look at the guidebook here, but it's interesting because there's a doorway here, if you can see that. There is a moon, and there's a man on the moon that's kind of like resting and relaxing by And then above him is this feminine figure who's kind of like hovering over him, looking over him, and her hair is covering up. And then there's a key in her hair. That's interesting. There's lotuses. There's a lotus that's, you can see that it's starting to blossom. And then there is a sea turtle off to the right-hand side, the left side of the man. And then a black dog. Yeah, like loyalty, and then the full moon. There's 3 full moons, it looks like. Yeah, let's take a look at the Tree of Life Oracle card here, number 9. Number 9 on the Tree of Life, Yesod, stands on the threshold of life and death, a place that gives birth to new ideas and new life, but also welcomes back those whose earthly journeys are over. Okay, a story of enchantment as the full moon moves through a cyclic journey, dwelling in the land of the subconscious guidance. The cycles of life are measurable through astrology, and none more so than the cycles of the moon. You observe her moving through the new to full moon cycle every month, and she's often cited as affecting emotions, especially in her full phase. Are you dreaming your way through something? Are you keeping an idea to hold until you feel the time is right? Are you delaying because you're too comfortable with things as they are? Perhaps you're moving on from one age to another. You're from your first Saturn return into the second or third. What patterns and habits do you need to break? What is no longer acceptable to you, and where is the subconscious patterning providing illusions, both of old stories you're telling yourself? You're increasingly aware of your psychic and mediumship energy now. How can you be more mindful of it? So that's beautiful. Lots of good energy coming through here and showing that there is a movement towards something new. Definitely, if there's a breaking down of anything old and outdated, that's the rebuild. So you're rebuilding your life. You're moving on from something that really didn't bring you any joy. We have blossoming abundance with the number 3, and there's this lush landscape. It looks like there's a, I don't know if it's a waterfall in the background or if it's just sun rays of light that are coming through, but nevertheless, this looks like a gorgeous, picturesque view of someplace I want to be, for sure. Blossoming abundance, the number 3, so expansion and growth. Ooh, okay. We've got these cool cards from the Enchanted Unicorn Oracle deck, which are new to me, and I really love them. So we have the number 28 with Ignite, opportunities flowing in. Look at this. Wow. Opportunities are flowing in. The ignition, igniting, moving forward, that color. Pink. And the rainbow, number 22, rainbow, feel at peace. And we did talk about that as well, that there was a sense of peace coming through, especially when you're rebuilding, moving on, and, rebuilding. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles is kind of like that rebuilding as well, restructuring, rebuilding, and moving forward. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. If you're hearing the background noise, there's some sort of party going on. And we got the cat lady right here. You know what I was feeling like when I just saw this? Let's see how many cats there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cats. 9 cats with 9 lives. And a lady in red with a red hat on and a black cat on her hat. Interesting. And she's got red lipstick, really bright red lipstick. So this is an expression. So you have kind of feline, Lyran energy. I think you say that's how it's said. Lyra, the planets or the system Lyra. And something about that is really important. Rainbow, hope is coming, and you have renewed hope. You have a renewed purpose, feeling of purpose in your life, a sense of purpose, instead of just being a cat lady, though being a cat lady is completely fine, and honestly I love cats, but there's something more to that. It's like you have such a strong desire to do something more with your life, and the 7/7 portal is here to support you in all ways, support you in rebuilding your life. We have time with a little chick here and a clock in the background. And then we have purpose. Ooh, with the sea turtle here and the world. So this is to do with your purpose. There's something regarding your purpose that's really important. Oops, I don't know if I just hit that. Okay, and then we have the pin, new job and career. Look at that. That was the tea leaf that came out from the very bottom of the deck when I was trying to push it over off to the side. This is the thing that wanted to show up. So I'm going to put that here because that's really important. I don't know how I can like move these around. Maybe I can do this and then put this one right here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We'll just do that. And then we've got the, I'm going to have to look this one up. Originality. I think this one came up fairly recently. There's a man and his contraption, the 11th house. And let's see, it says originality on there. This is from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So let's take a look at that here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it Mercury that I'm looking at? Yeah, it's Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury means change. Aquarius is principles and humanity. So the star and the bird in flight indicate hope and higher inspiration. The machine shows the complex reality that can evolve from the first transient flight of imagination. So when this card is drawn, it demands that the questioner take a lateral view and find a new approach. And that's kind of what you're doing anyhow. You're rebuilding, regrowing, and kind of clearing things out, just like the iodine principle of iodine being like a nice a cleanser. And actually, I think people still do that. You can bring like iodine pills with you on trips with you in case you need to drink water that you think is questionable. Then you put like the iodine little pill in there, and then it dissolves and it cleanses the water. I don't know how well it cleanses, but it does. It's meant to cleanse the water. And then iodine is also good for opening. Oh, it's your throat. It's your throat chakra. It's something to do with your thyroid and your throat. So that is interesting. Something to do with your throat chakra and being original, opening up your throat chakra, being okay with expressing your truth, expressing yourself. Okay, let's see what else is coming in the 7-7 portal. So this is really exciting because the 7-7 portal is truly your time to shine. Your time to move on and time to shine. Yeah. And all these opportunities, you're going to see so many opportunities in this upcoming month. We've got the 4 of Cups, and that was on the rebuild and moving on. So the 4 of Cups is the need to really be a little quiet, sit still, and really focus on the cup that you want. Focus on like the next thing that you want to focus on, not what you don't want to focus on. So this is definitely a meditative perspective, because in this 4 of Cups, this is the Mystic Mondays Tarot. So with this Mystic Mondays Tarot, there is a person who's sitting between 2 palm trees, and she's in a cross-legged position, like she's sitting and meditating, and then she's got the I think it's like a mudra where it's like the prayer mudra, where she's got her hands clasped together in the prayer position at her heart center. And above her head is a pink floating cup. And then there's 3 cups that are standing upright in front of her. So she has the 3 cups right here that are standing upright, all just fine, but the thing that she wants the most is that other cup. And that cup is actually coming to her because she's manifesting it. She's the one who's manifesting it. She's moving on from these other cups. Yeah. It's a different approach to the 4 of Cups if you're a tarot reader. Because I do it intuitively in a lot of ways. So then we've got the King of Cups. that was kind of in the reverse. So there might be a chance that you can't freely express yourself yet, because the King of Cups has no problem expressing his emotions. He has no emotional constraints. He has nothing that he has to hide anymore. And when it's in reverse, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I feel like there's a congested throat or something that's going on in the throat, and you can't like actually speak your truth. Well, in the 7/7 portal, you're going to have the freedom to. I heard here freedom of speech. That really aligns with the whole freedom and the festivities around the 4th of July for the United States. But just in general, this is a freedom of speech, freedom to express oneself freely. And when you do that, you will see that things become easier, just blossoming into this new world. Okay, we're going to try to get one more here. One more card, please, and maybe we'll get one more tea leaf. I don't know. Let's see what else we've got here for the 7/7 portal. Queen of Cups. So a very balanced approach here. Very balanced, and a master of your expression, a master of your ability to express yourself in such a way that makes you feel like free. You are a very intuitive person, from what I can see. Okay, and then we'll just get maybe one or two tea leaves from this deck here, and let's see here. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. That's how it felt in your throat chakra. Okay, let's see one more here. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. A friendship arising out of all of this. Sharing some tea, sharing tea time with people. Yeah, I think that's also a thing, because you have these cups, the King of Cups and Queen of Cups, and you may be sharing with someone. You may have another half, someone who's doing this like twin flame journey with you or something. That's what I'm hearing right now. So for some of you, that might make sense. For others of you, well, if you don't believe in that, that's fine. I just have to tell you what I'm hearing, and that was part of it. Okay, so yes, this is timely, very timely. And just to let you know what's going on in the ethers here, astrologically, let's see here. Uranus and Gemini. So Uranus finally leaves Taurus. So this is exactly on July 7th. Uranus finally leaves Taurus and enters Gemini, kickstarting a brand new 7-year cycle around how we think, speak, network, and invent. Uranus is the archetype of liberation, rebellion, and breakthrough. Gemini adds nimble curiosity and multiple perspectives. Okay, then we have Venus trine Pluto, which is a passionate regenerative current that magnetizes intense connections. There we go, the masculine, feminine, and helps shed stale relating patterns, free to love on your own terms. And that is the whole rebuilding part, right? And the connection that I was talking about. Then we have Moon and Sagittarius. All day, the moon travels through freedom-loving Sagittarius, amplifying the urge to explore truth and expand horizons. So this 7/7 portal will give you lots of love, lots of expansion, room for growth, and opportunities to open up your throat chakra, freedom of speech, and probably a new job or career or something that you're moving on and doing differently, because it will be more fulfilling. It will fulfill your purpose here. Okay. So much amazing opportunities coming up this month. I am so excited. From the last tarot reading that I did, where it was talking about July and that being like a very big decade in the making breakthrough month, this is the next step here. And oh my God, you are going to love it. You personally are going to love this. Okay, thank you so much. Jai Ma. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. This reading is about the 7-7 portal coming up, and it's about unlocking your intuitive freedom. If you chose this pile, then this is your significator card. It is an element called XENON. And on the back, I'm not going to read everything about it. This is all the factual information about XENON and the table of elements. And it says, discovered in 1898 in England, the xenon gas in this tube here, is being excited by a high voltage discharge, creating a lovely pale violet glow. Xenon-filled tubes driven by high voltage capacitors are the basis for modern photographic flashes. Kind of like those strobe light effect. Okay, really, really cool. I love the color. And then we've got this beautiful citrine, yellow citrine pyramid I've used many times on this channel here. So I'm going to put that off to the side as well. I have channeled messages for each and every pile, so I'll start with the channeled messages, and then we'll take a couple of tarot cards from this deck, and there's a couple of cards from a different deck. It's the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. It's not a full tarot deck, okay? And then we've got oracle cards here. So pile number 2, I will start with your channeled messages. Is it anxiety or excitement? A bit of each, to tell you the truth. The 7-7 portal brings messages of a major transition, good news and prosperity, and awakened psychic abilities and phenomena. I'm getting tingles all up and down my spine. So that was what was happening to me when I was writing this down. That equals alignment whenever I feel that way, especially spiritually. But because we are spiritual beings living in an organic, finite bodysuit, it means that when you align spiritually, you're aligning all aspects of yourself, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, etc. So you're going to see a huge shift towards physical wellness, financial prosperity, and a strong foundation on the 7-7 portal and beyond. One that you can count on, that strong foundation, one that you can count on, one that brings you home to yourself. I want to celebrate with you. I can barely contain my excitement, the pleasurable experiences that are about to come to you, the new role you're going to play here on out. The scales are balancing and you are being exalted, recognized, and loved for just being you. Listen to your heart. It will lead the way home. Okay? So let's take a look here at your cards. I'm going to do these 2 cards first. Let's see. We've got Choose Your Battles. This is, again, from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Everything will be down in the description box if you want to know any of the cards that I use. Choose Your Battles, the number 7. So that's 7 of Wands. And then I've got Listen with the number 2. This is the High Priestess Major Arcana card. And the High Priestess Major Arcana card, it has a person with bright green eyes. They have a yellow robe on. They have their hands kind of put together in a very confident, open position. And they have it looks like an amethyst crystal. Their hair is a little crazy. It just goes straight up. And it's brown hair. So, wow. And it looks like they just know. They just know what's going on. And that's what you're experiencing too. You're noticing an upgrade. You're up leveling. The 7 of Wands being an upgrade, an up level, something that's moving forward. You're leveling up in life in the 7-7 portal. And then you've got the 7 here as well. We've got the Queen of Wands. Wow. She's carrying her wand that's completely it's like a green vine, and it looks sparkly and beautiful. And then she's out in this field with a whole bunch of cattle, and that's very spiritual, I think. Oop, that one wanted to come through again. 6 of Pentacles coming through. Oops, wow, all these are wanting to come through for you, but I don't need them all right now. 6 of Pentacles with a bunch of sunflowers in a basket See, she's collected sunflowers in a basket. Those are the pentacles right there. You're being given, and it's so joyful. Look how many hands are raising up to grab some of those sunflowers that are falling out of the basket. It's really just beautiful. So there's almost like an overflow of abundance happening for you, and the universe is actually responding to your past, I'd say your past karmas, responding to your past actions, and providing you with a level up in life, providing you with more money, more prosperity, more grace, more love. The Queen of Wands being kind of that witchy vibe. So this feminine here, it looks like she is so confident. She's standing strong and tall with her wand. It's like she knows something too. Something about you're becoming the priestess or the priest, whatever you choose. Yeah, and choosing your battles, interesting. Yeah, you're leveling up for sure. Let's see what else comes through here. You've got mostly two cards of every deck. So let's check out this one. This one's from the Tree of Life Oracle, and we might look in the booklet for this, but this is the Tree of Life itself. It says map, support, and connection. So you've got, someone who's like sitting, meditating here, and they've got the Tree of Life, all aligned. There's alignment. See, we were talking about that in the channeled messages. You're coming into alignment with yourself. You're coming home. There's huge shifts. You're aligning physically, energetically. Everything is aligning for you. Then we've got the 13th path, the High Priestess. Look at this. I can't make it up. This is crazy. So we've got the High Priestess here with Listen, and then we've got the High Priestess here in this very different deck, and it says True Knowledge, Peace, and Inner Light. There's a woman kind of like looking behind her shoulder, her right shoulder, looking behind. She's got a scroll in her hand. There's a camel in the background, a dog in the background. There's a bow and arrow in the background. And then the only thing in this that is of color, because everything is kind of like this midnight blue, or kind of what that xenon color is right here, that violety, purplish, indigo color in the background, and the only other thing that's of color is this streak of this, oh my gosh, I am losing my words, which is kind of interesting, this streak of rainbow. And she's got a crown here too. So there is, you're being crowned. You're being crowned. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. Let me put this up a little bit so you can see that. There we go. Yeah. Wow. And then we've got Happy Family, the number 4, solid. Here's another rainbow. In the family, it's a masculine and a feminine. And then 2 children, a masculine child and a feminine child. And they're walking on the beach where the sand meets the sea. And they look like they're happy. They're holding hands. So there's a happiness, like family. Oh wow. If you're like planning on starting a family, this is a very good time for you. If you haven't felt happy in some time, this is the time when you're going to see that your whole family, everything's coming together, and it's almost like finally the universe recognizes you and sees you and exalts you, and other people do too. And it's just like the world is acting in your favor now, and you're listening to your intuition and moving forward with that knowledge. Let me see something really quick too. Yeah, illumination. You're being like kind of liberated in the moment here. The 7/7 portal is a moment of liberation, a moment of, stepping into your exalted self, stepping into this moment with joy and with gratitude in your heart. There's a lot moving forward for you. You're leveling up. And then you've got two of these cards here. One is Shroom, and it says think outside the box. And I think it says Enteloma Hochsterii. I don't know. I botched that probably, but this is a unicorn deck. It is the Enchanted Unicorn Oracle. I might look at this, but I don't necessarily need to. So we have shrooming, seeing a different perspective. If you're thinking about the magic mushrooms. And then then we've got Toadstool with the number 33. Secrets revealed, thinking outside the box, and secrets revealed. I think that's because you have the High Priestess. It's like you're finally seeing what makes the world tick. You finally unlocked the secrets of manifestation and the secrets of a happy life, a happy family, the secrets of happiness itself, of joy, of contentment. You're unlocking, the secrets of the universe. That's all I'm hearing. It over and over and over again. Very interesting. Ooh, then we got toilet paper hoarder. So this might be one of your, the one thing that you're still kind of faltering with is this feeling that you need to hoard because you feel like the world is going crazy, right? And yeah, the world might be a little crazy, but it doesn't mean that you have to prescribe to the narrative. Does that make sense? That's kind of what's coming through. You don't have to prescribe to the narrative that keeps on getting played through social media, through media platforms in general, in the general public and people all around you, what they're prescribing to. Prescribe, is it prescription? Prescribe or subscribe to? Subscribe maybe to. Anyhow, this is not what you have to adhere to. You're kind of going a different route and you're seeing that it's going to work for you in that way. You're kind of like getting lit up, that XENON, like a catalyst. So 7/7 portal is like a catalyst for you. And just to give you a little bit of information, what's going on astrologically, it's Uranus in Gemini. So Uranus finally leaves Taurus. This is exactly on the 7th of July, 2025. Uranus finally leaves Taurus and enters Gemini and kickstarts a brand new 7-year cycle around how we think, speak, network, and invent. Uranus is the archetype of liberation, rebellion, and breakthrough. Gemini adds nimble curiosity and multiple perspectives. And then Venus trine Pluto is a passionate regenerative current that magnetizes intense connection and helps shed stale relating patterns. And then Moon and Sag. All day, the moon travels through freedom-loving Sagittarius, amplifying the urge to explore truth and expand horizons. So that's part of what's going on. Then there's a full moon in Capricorn peaking on the 10th of July, and that's part of it as well. And then Neptune retrograded in Aries on the 4th of July today. Yeah. Which is an inner spiritual audit. So, that's part of what we're working with here. Yeah. Okay, we've got manifestation. Did I not just talk about manifestation? And then there's a bee and there's a honeycomb here. Yeah. And it looks like a jasmine leaf or something like that. And then we got dream. Yeah, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feathers. There's a partial moon right there. Yeah. And so part of what this is manifesting things from your dreams into reality. That's what you can do. When you dream it, you can bring it about. And then you've got two of these cards from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So we've got restlessness and versatility. So this is what Mercury and Aries in the first house, and then we've got the Sun and Gemini in the third house. We'll take a look at those real quick in the book. Oracle of the Radiant Sign, because I am not an astrologer. I think I've told you guys that before, but I do like learning about this stuff, and I do like having us learn together. Okay. Restlessness and versatility. Okay. Where the heck is it, though? Mercury. Mercury in Aries. Okay, so that would mean indicates a great need for the questioner to scribble down thoughts and ideas on paper. This could set the inquirer on the road to becoming a writer of some kind. The restlessness card sometimes suggests a long drawn out dispute with much correspondence. So detective work, competitive written work or discussion, taking up creative writing, a big argument, spontaneous communication, and connect with the media. I was talking about the media, right? Which causes a lot of restlessness, but you're kind of like leveling up and going beyond what you see as what people are subscribing to or prescribing to. Yeah. And then the versatility, that's kind of like your energy a little bit more. And that's in the sun, so I got to see where the sun is here. Third house, right? Yeah. So sun, fortune, Gemini is mental awareness. This card occurs when there needs to be a jack of all trades. A full gamut of one's talents will be used to the full. It indicates a need for mental, emotional flexibility and versatility in order to secure a positive result. Freedom of action, freedom of movement is essential for people with this planet sign combination. When they suffer real frustration in life and result in unwelcome ties placed on them by others. Yeah. So, yeah, the inevitable nerviness this produces means that Sun Gemini people can waste a lot of energy running in every direction at once. That might be the restlessness too. The negative side of people with this planet sign combination is the danger of becoming intellectually arrogant, almost forcing ideas and unwanted information onto other people. Change of job is likely. Working on 2 tasks at once. Versatility, time to open up the mind to movement, physical and mental. So freedom of movement. Freedom of movement with this energy of the freedom energy coming through. Your choice to be able to move beyond that which people are prescribed in this life. You know, you can see things differently. You're not going to become a toilet paper hoarder. Or maybe you were one at one point. You were holding on for dear life and, getting a little anal about it all. And, you recognize that that's not necessarily helpful. Okay, we've got tea leaves here. Let's see here. We've got, I'm going to close my eyes and see what shows up for pile number 2. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Where did the other one go? Right here. Tea leaf. Cane, pay attention to your health. You'll know if there's something going on with your health. But honestly, I think that your health is going to be good. Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. That's the 6 of Pentacles energy. And then Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone's against you. Which is interesting. I think that will happen anytime you feel like you're rising above others. There's a chance that others may see it as a threat, as a threat. Though all you're wanting to do is just be happy, and you want others to be happy. But I see that some people might be upset over that for some reason. I don't know. But I do think the 7/7 portal is going to help with your health. It's going to help with depression, anxiety, to release those. You are going to receive the gift of the freedom of movement. Okay? And through that, these mushrooms, did we talk much about that? Whatever's underground is coming to fruition. It's fruiting. The mushrooms themselves are actually fruiting bodies of the network that's below the surface of the mushroom. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like right now you're kind of anxious a little bit. Not quite sure how to feel. You're not even really sure, like, if this is your reading. You're like, is this for real? Is this mine? Is it true? And look on the bottom of the deck. It's the Nine of Pentacles, which also means that you may connect with pile number 1. Yeah, pile number 1 might be calling to you. But you are a master manifester. You look at all the sunflowers that are coming around for you. It's bright disposition, a bright future ahead of you. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing that you need to hold on to because you're worried about the state of affairs in the world, in the United States, in the world, whatever. This is showing that there's a momentum moving forward, and you are aligning to the manifestation of your dreams, and you will get it. Okay, I think that's all I have for you. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Go down to the comment section and let me know what resonated for you. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next reading. Thank you so much. Jai Ma, and bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. This reading is about the 7/7 portal, and it's about unlocking your intuitive freedom. What is it that's actually coming towards you for this portal? How is it going to affect your life? So we're going to look at things astrologically, and we're also going to look at things just from the cards perspective as well. So if you chose this pile, that's really interesting. I got to get your oracle cards over here. So if you chose this pile, then this is your significator card. It's the element of chlorine. So as you could tell, each of the piles had an element. And yours is chlorine. On the back side of it, it tells you the atomic weight, the density, all the things, melting and boiling points, electronegativity, blah, blah, blah. And in the bottom here, this is what I'm going to read to you. Discovered in 1774 in Sweden, a pale yellow-green gas. Chlorine killed soldiers in World War I. Today, it mainly purifies drinking water and swimming pools. Combined with sodium, chlorine makes common table salt and is thus essential for life. So that's the NaCl. If you're thinking of like the sodium, the salt that we eat, table salt. It's Na, sodium, and Cl, chlorine, put it together. And then we have this beautiful selenite wand. Okay, I'll put that off to the side here. Yeah, there. And I have channeled messages for each and every pile. I'll start with your channeled messages, and then we'll take a couple of your tarot cards here. I do have tarot cards. Well, it's not a full tarot deck. This deck is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. So we have a couple of those, and then some other cards from other oracle decks. So let's take a look at your piles' channeled messages for the 7/7 portal coming up. You, my friend, my dear, dear friend, are making a choice, a strong, decisive, and daring and courageous choice by the 7/7 portal date. You, my sweet, beautiful, kind-hearted friend, are choosing to put yourself first, to go after that dream of yours you've put off for a decade, and to let go of someone who has been taking your energy and time and taking you for granted. You're right to choose yourself. You are listening to your inner guidance. I see a lantern and a dark cobblestone path down a barren city street in the dead of night, guided by this light and the light of the next full moon in Capricorn. Your strength, courage, and determination are noticed, and you will steadily progress toward your goals. New love, playful puppies and kittens. Oh, this is something that I was seeing in my third eye, in my mind's eye. New love, playful puppies and kittens, a kite soaring above a grassy field and bright light blue skies, and fluffy clouds. And I hear the name Ram Dass, Rumi, and Bob Ross. I hear water your garden and let it grow. Patience and persistence, yet all is happening here right now. You are blessed. Which is really beautiful, beautiful energy for the 7-7 portal for you, pile number 3. Okay, let's see what we've got. Confront with the number 18. I think number 18. So this is a major arcana card. It is the moon. So confronting yourself. If you see this card, it's a guy wearing a robe, and then he's looking through a portal. It looks like a doorway into the night sky, because it's clear blue skies here out where he's at on a grassy field, but then he sees, like, you know, this figure. It almost looks like his younger self, a child self, in the full moon light with a bunch of stars, and this is beyond the gateway here. So there's something that is definitely reflecting back to you, and maybe you're finally taking a look at what your your childlike self really wanted to do, and confronting that. Okay, we've got nurture with the number 3. That is the Empress energy. There's a beautiful woman in she kind of looks like one of those Hawaiian women, right? She's got this long brunette hair. She's got a lei around her neck. She's got this beautiful blue dress that she's wearing, and her hand is raised up to the sky with an orb of golden white light held in her hand. She has an aura that looks like this purple sun, and green grass growing all around her lush landscapes. She is the embodiment of abundance, of joy, of nourishment. Let's see what else we've got for you with your tarot cards. We've got the Queen of Shells, peace and compassion. So the Queen of Cups. Okay, let's see what else we have. Whoa, the Four of Feathers, sanctuary and rest. That's a 4 of Swords. Ooh, that feels so good. Yeah. And then we've got the World with fulfillment and celebration. Looks like a sperm whale in this one. There's a bear in the 4 of Feathers that's hibernating, like, you know, that's the sanctuary and rest. And then there is, it looks like a sea otter or seal. Yeah, it might be a seal with the Queen of Shells just kind of hanging out. Yeah, and then the World, fulfillment and celebration. There's a lot that's happening for you. A lot of positive movement towards your something that is going to bring you, your inner self, your younger self, lots of joy. There's creativity coming through as well. Peace and creativity, compassion, communication. There's definitely communication coming through too because of the World card. And with the whale being there, it's like diving deep into the layers of the self and recognizing what's been working and what hasn't been working and shining light on it, and actually noticing from just going within what is needing to be cleansed with the chlorine energy, what is needing to be cleansed from your life. We have, I think, 2 of these cards. These 2 are coming from the Tree of Life Oracle Guidebook, the Oracle card deck. So let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got Severity with Jebera, Might, Discipline, and Karma. A lot of fiery energy here. Wow. I might have to take a look at this. There's a woman, she's like a warrior woman. She's got a sword raised above her head with her right hand up, and she's got a shield of a dragon in her left hand. Have you ever, it looks like Xena, the warrior princess, if you've ever seen that before. It's like from the 1990s, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I didn't really watch it, but I remember the television show like that. And then we've got Tifereth with beauty, balance, sacrifice, and joy. And again, that fiery reddish orange color. There's a phoenix rising into the sun. There's that sun symbol. there's a child here, and it looks like, so it's a child riding on top of a horse. There's sunflowers all around, and there's this lion face coming through the child's torso. Interesting. Leo energy. I think that's Leo. Interesting. Wow, that's a lot of power. Lots of power coming your way. In the 7-7 portal, it's like you're stepping into your personal power and personal creativity and your personal leadership. Maybe even stepping into leadership. I might look at these, I don't know, but it's 5 and 6, so it's like in sequence, right? We got the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, with the number 37. That yellow color again, and at the solar plexus chakra, your personal power center. You are stepping into your personal power, and you are getting that now. Wow. Now we've got 2 of these cards. These cards come from, which deck is it? The Enchanted Unicorn Oracle deck. It's one of my newer decks. I love it. They're really fun. It says number 29 with Blossom, the start of a fantastic new journey with Prunus cerulata. Wow. And then we have Glorious Mess, number 35, and it says gloriously human. It doesn't say like that it's supposed to be easy. Being human is not innately easy. I would think that it's quite hard. You know, you would look at everyone's lives, you think they're all put together. From the outside they might look put together, but the inside they're like fighting off demons, you know. And you've gone through all this, and you kind of are just like finally returning to your personal power center. You are taking your power back. And your vitality is coming back, because this nurturing, the number 3, expansion and growth, the number 18 with the moon. So you got the sun and the moon energy together. A lot of balanced energy coming through. Then we've got ghosting guru. Oh, are you ghosting someone? This might be something that has to do with the communication. Maybe you don't even need to communicate what you're wanting. You might have just up and left. You might have just up and left, said that enough's enough. I don't want to play this game anymore. I deserve to be happy in this life. I'm leaving. Yeah. Okay, we've got true love. And then we've got opportunity, the golden ticket. True love, opportunity. Opportunity for love. And then we've got this one, appreciation, the moon. What is that in Leo? In the 5th house. Let's just take a look at that one here. There's a lady playing a instrument. It looks like a guitar, but I know it's not. And then there's a fruit basket that looks like a harvest of a bunch of fruits and vegetables in the bottom. And then there's a blue bird as well. So let's take a look here. The moon. Moon. Number 5. Moon in Leo, right. Security, creative self-expression. So what you're freeing yourself for a creative life to express yourself in whatever the hell way you want. Yeah. Okay. It says above, a rich and elegant lady performs on a lute. Oh, that's what it's called. Her audience is a swift, symbolizing... Oh, her audience is a swift. That's the blue bird. Symbolizing spring and new creation. Below is a cornucopia bursting with fruit, symbolizing man and woman, sun and moon. And you got the sun and moon energy. Very balanced. Moon in Leo, somewhat prima donna-ish. Characterizes require affection, appreciation, lots of good opportunities for overdramatic expression. This card indicates it needs to be center stage in regards to feelings, because for Leos, big is beautiful, and they can be as emotionally generous as they are bullying. Emotionally, Moon Leo people are great romantics. Feelings are important to them and must be appreciated. Children can be an important part of their life. They're fond of the company of young thinking people. Okay. Good natural feeling for art and latent talents. When this card appears, it can indicate a powerful need for recognition in some aspect of life. There may be a feeling that those around are not responding appreciatively enough, provoking an unhelpful, over-the-top response. Okay, positively, if the card does not refer to the questioner, it can be someone popular, generous, and much admired by others. A lavish occasion, theatrical event, children's performance, pride in an achievement, short-lived fame, excessive dramatic behavior, and family party or gathering. But I really think that this is an opportunity for you to move on with your life and move into a more fruitful life for you in the 7-7 portal. So the 7-7 portal, I feel like it's just the beginning for you of this new life, this true, something that you truly love is actually going to come to you. So now I've got these tea leaves here. I'm just going to take a look at, well, let's see. Those ones, I think. Let's see what these are. Wealth. I love that for you. Seahorse, family matters, and feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. I'm telling you, you're stepping away from someone who really has been taking your time and energy away from the things that you truly wish to be and become in this life. And you honestly, even if you feel like your life is a little messy, like this whole glorious mess is being gloriously human. And, sometimes life doesn't go the traditional route, and sometimes you do have to make swift changes, and sometimes you have to ghost people and just leave them in the dust. This one was on the bottom here, Moon, with changes in your life. So you've got changes happening all around you. It's really, this 7-7 portal is giving some real transformational vibes here. And when you're listening to your inner guidance, you will never be led astray. And I really think you're just looking back at your child self saying, what do you want? What do you truly want? Is this the life that you truly wanted, or did you want something else? The start of a fantastic new journey. Blossom. You are blossoming into a new book in your life. I know I said that the other day in one of the recent readings that I did, is you're not just entering a new chapter in your life, you're literally closing the entire book and opening a new one. And the new book is unscripted. It doesn't have anything in there yet, because you are the one who can create now what you want. This Empress energy. Create now what you want to see in the future. Ace of Shells, Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is the true love. That's the energy that I'm feeling. Happiness and abundance. The sea turtle here. Ace of Shells. Now let's see if there's one more that wants to come out. Is there one more that wants to come out? Okay. Is there one more that wants to come out? For the 7-7 portal, pile number 3, we've got the Two of Feathers, decisions and direction. And it was in the reverse, so this is Two of Swords. And when it is in reverse, it almost feels like indecision is leaving. So you are becoming very decisive, and even in the channeled messages, it showed that, right? It says you are making a choice, a strong, decisive, and daring and courageous choice by the 7-7 portal. So you're choosing to put yourself first, and that is courageous if you think about it. And all of your dreams that you put off for a decade, you are going to make into a reality for you finally. Finally, you're appreciating yourself, and you are appreciating the abundance that is going to come your way from this experience. The 7-7 portal, not just that, but that's the catalyst, but that's just the beginning of it all. Yeah, and then we've got the Three of Crystals, collaboration and productivity, with the B in the center here. And that's the Three of Pentacles. So you're actually stepping up, stepping out into the world and creating something, collaborating with others, doing things that you want to do. And if this is like, you know, someone who who you've left behind from the family standpoint, then so be it. But you are going to find your soul family now. You're going to find the family that makes you feel loving and loved. True love. You may even find the love of your life for real this time. Not a fake, but reality. Okay, so I think that's all I've got for you, pile number 3. That is your 7-7 portal. This is like freedom of, so the first one was freedom of speech. The second pile was freedom of movement. And I think yours is freedom of power, freedom of sovereignty, you know, like to be fully sovereign within yourself, to recognize and appreciate yourself. So that's the freedom of creativity, the freedom of choice. Yeah, the freedom to choose. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Go down to the comment section and let me know what resonated for you. And as always, I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Jai Ma. Bye for now.